Okay, for this question, you have to remember this formula lah. A per D. Okay, if you look at the double slit experiment, if you get the fringes, the distance of the fringes will be x. The distance between the slits will be A, and the distance between the slits and the screen will be D. Okay, so this is the wavelength. Okay, but since we are comparing two types of light, okay, two different lights, two different wavelengths of light. Now the question is, what is the wavelength of the monochromatic light? So what we're going to do here is that we're going to observe that A and D is the same. Okay, so A and D is the same, so we can use that. We can use that to compare between these two different monochromatic lights. So let's say for the green light, we call it lambda G, let's say, equals to x G. Now A and D is the same, so watch this. So A and D, so I'm going to make this as I'm going to bring it to the left here. So alpha G over x G. Now this is going to be equal, sorry, not x2, xg. Now this is going to be equal because A and D is equal, the same, right? So alpha L, because that's the next monochromatic light that is being shined on the double slit. So L lambda L, sorry, not alpha, this is lambda L x L, x being the wavelength of the light L. Okay, so let's solve this. We can simply solve this equation. We have the wavelength of the green light is 5 times 10 to the power of 97. Divide by xg, that means the between the two fringes it's 0.4 mm, so that's 0.4 times 10 to the power of -3. Now this is equals to the wavelength of the light L, divided by, now when it says here this the two fringes are 0.48, so 48 kan. So just selesaikan persamaan ni je. Okay, so let's see. So I bring lambda L to the left. 5 times 10 to the power of 97 times 0.48 over 0.4. So I can just do that. Okay, so what's the answer? Hold on. Here's the computer. 5 times 10 exponent 7 negative times 0.48 divide by 0.4. Okay, so you get the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 times 10 to the power of -7 meter. which is Dn. Okay, so you just have to remember the formula only, right? So either you look it up, or if you already understand the formula, then you use the formula. Now here what I did was, I know that A and D are the same, so I use A and D to actually calculate the alpha. Okay.